What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update of Ethereum, and we're going to be looking at ETH on the weekly chart. And what I want to do is step back here and kind of look at some of these big gap areas that are open in terms of price action. Right now you can see we tested $489.48, and we've seen a little bit of rejection around that area. But the thing that I'm looking at is if we can get a candle close up above that area, that could potentially lead us up to $623 would be our next overhead resistance. Then it'd be up to around $820, $840, right in that range. And the beautiful thing about Ethereum here, we've gotten through some of the toughest overhead resistance areas that we're going to deal with. And because Ethereum went so fast to the upside and it dropped so fast, there's these wide open gaps to where Ethereum, once it gets going and the bulls really step in and that volume swells, we can cut through some price action very fast, and you can have these $200, $300, $400 days. It happens. You can see back here, guys, when Ethereum in the matter of 2-3 months went from about $127 all the way up to $1,429, and it happens in a few months. And what you can see is we basically hit that double bottom here, and now we've been in this nice uptrend, and we're also, let me turn this yellow for us here on our RSI. I wanted to turn this yellow just so you can see it. So you can see with the RSI, we're gaining that strength as well. We have those higher lows coming in, and this is on the weekly chart here. The RSI is at 70, but one thing I wanted to point out here, when Ethereum runs, it typically, the highest we've gotten on the weekly time frame for the RSI is 98. So we can almost peg it out at that 100. The next area after that has been 89. And then the previous area we just hit was 81 before we start having a sell-off. So sometimes when you get into those 70s, that's where you have the most strength, from like 70 to 90 in the cryptocurrency space. And that's where you can be spooked a little bit when you read books and it says, you know, the RSI at 70, you should be, you know, paying attention to your position and potentially selling out of that position because you're overbought. I think crypto is a little bit different. I think sometimes you got to start paying attention once the RSI is around 80, 85, right up in that range. And obviously you're looking at support, resistance, trend lines, all different types of stuff, divergences, moving averages. But that's just something, these markers, you know, when you get up into the 90s and it's on the weekly chart, you might want to think about taking some profit. That just is what it is. But right now we have that nice strength where we're gaining strength on the RSI, higher lows. You can see right here on this line graph just moving up. So the next overhead resistance in terms of the RSI, we need to get over about 75. But as we look at this, those higher lows are continuously coming in, and we've been getting higher highs. So like we talked about, if we can close up above this area right here on the weekly time frame, $489, that could open us up to $623. And what I'm saying here, guys, this isn't something, this is a little bit longer term outlook. It's not talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow ETH could, you know, sell off 20, 30 bucks, whatever. But I'm talking about in the longer term here as we watch this progress. I think Ethereum is going to be one people are really sleeping on in the longer term, with all the good developments that are coming out. The proof of stake for Ethereum as well, you know, ETH 2.0, I think it's really going to drive the price, just to let some people know here. And there was a news article that I wanted to go over here with you guys, and this was it right here. And I'm not saying this is the case, I just wanted to put this news article out there for you. And what it says is why this whale thinks Ethereum could soon be better than digital gold, or the digital gold of Bitcoin. And this is by Cole Peterson, and this is newsbtc.com. And what it goes on to say is Bitcoin and Ethereum are rarely compared beyond when discussing market structures and price trends, with their underlying fundamental values being wildly different. While Bitcoin is seen as a store of value, the digital gold, Ethereum is widely thought to be more of an ecosystem backbone. The vast majority of the actively used crypto space is run through the Ethereum blockchain, so we have to keep that in mind here. The gap between the two cryptocurrencies in terms of the underlying similarities may begin shrinking in the near term. However, as one early Ethereum investor who is purported whale is noting that 2 changes to ETH network could soon make it better than digital gold, that is Bitcoin. ETH whale claims it will soon flip Bitcoin as the superior gold. So I want to put this out there here. A supposed Ethereum whale who acquired his position around $1 explained in a tweet that he believes the negative inflation that will come about as a result of POS issuance and EIP 1559 will allow ETH to flip Bitcoin as superior digital gold. It will be better than digital gold because BTC EIP 1559 only POS issuance, good chance effective inflation is negative, and ETH burning coins. That's going to be something that's really going to drive the price in the future. And I'm not saying it's going to be $10,000. I'm not saying $5,000, anything like that. I just think in the grand scheme of things, as we're looking at Ethereum here at $474 in some of these open areas down the road, we may get some explosive moves from ETH, because a lot of the times once Bitcoin will start to cool down a little bit, money will go into ETH because there's more liquidity, more volume than some of the other altcoins, and it kind of just trickles down through that top 10, 20, 30, and so on. But, this is something I want to put out there on your radar. If you get something from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. None of this financial advice. God bless you all. Take care.